Am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend's apartment after he spent the entire night gaming with his friends, wouldn't let me in his room, and made me feel like a guest instead of his girlfriend? I'm a 25-year-old woman. He's a 26-year-old man. And we've been dating for just under a year. Things were mostly good until last weekend, and now I'm wondering if this is a sign of something bigger. Here's what happened. He invited me over Saturday night because he was having his friends online for a gaming night. I'm not super into gaming, but I figured it could still be fun. I pictured us hanging out. Maybe I'd watch for a bit, grab us some snacks, and then when they were done, we'd cuddle up and spend time together. Instead, the second I got there, he pretty much disappeared into his room with his headset on. I tried to hover for a minute, like, hey, can I watch? He said, there's no space in here. I'll be a while. Oh. Then he shut the door. I decided to sit on the couch in his living room by myself, listening to him yell and laugh through his headset with his friends. What? I felt really awkward. It wasn't like I could jump in or join them. They weren't playing Mario Kart or something fun to watch. It was a raid or whatever that lasts hours long.
What do you think the game is, dude?
It was
probably
just
WoW.
Okay.
If it was a raid, it's probably WoW.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to just scroll my phone all night either, but that's basically what I did. I even debated just going home, but I thought maybe he'd be done soon. Except soon never came. I checked the time around 11:30 p.m., then midnight, then 1 a.m., and he still hadn't come out once to check on me. Not even a, hey, you good? He had ordered food earlier for himself and his friends.
What? No, that's crazy work. He's pushing it.
But didn't even ask if I wanted anything. That part stung because I literally sat there hungry while they ate in his room.
What? Not with the food!
At 2 a.m., I finally knocked and asked if he was almost done. He didn't even take his headset off, just looked at me annoyed and said, we're in the middle of a raid. Go to sleep if you're tired. I don't know why, but that just broke me. It wasn't about the gaming. It's the fact that he made me feel like some random guest, not his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Why did he even invite me over? I packed up my stuff, grabbed my bag, and left quietly. I didn't slam the door or make a scene. I felt too humiliated to stay. I thought maybe he'd notice I left and call, but nope. The next morning, he texted me like nothing was wrong, asking where I went. When I told him I left because I felt ignored, he flipped it around and said I was being dramatic and immature. According to him, I could have just waited it out like a chill girlfriend. I'll admit.
Wait, you mean like an inanimate object?
You mean like an NPC?
Like a chill girlfriend. Or a lamp.
Oh.
I'll admit, maybe I could have spoken up sooner instead of stewing on the couch for hours. I didn't want to nag, so I just kept telling myself he'd be done soon. At the same time, why should I have to beg for attention in my own boyfriend's apartment? It's one thing if he wants a night with his friends. I get that. But why even ask me to come over? This isn't the first time he's blown me off for gaming, but it's never been this bad. Usually it's like 30 minutes here and there, and then we do something together. I tried to bring that up, and he just said I'm too needy and that he's not going to change how he relaxes. I don't want to blow up something good over one bad night. Am I the asshole for leaving his place in the middle of the night instead of just waiting it out? Or was I right to set a boundary and refuse to sit there being treated like I'm invisible?
You are definitely not the asshole.
No. Dude, he said...
Let's start there.
He said, I just need to relax. on me.
I'm confused. So he had friends over.
It sounds strange, yeah, because he's like, she's like, he got food for him and his friends.
Yeah,
Right?
but she said they had him online. None of it adds up.
Also, he said, like, there's no room in here.
Yeah.
Was that because they were also there?
Right.
Or was his room just so dirty?
Wait, did he order food for himself or for him and his friends?
She said him and his friends, so maybe he did have...
so they were there.
Is this AI?
I don't think it is.
Maybe it's just written strangely.
No, I don't think
think
this
so.
is AI. I think this is real. I'm going to operate off the assumption that his friends are in the room.
Okay.
And they're playing video games together, which I will say, like, it just doesn't add up. I feel like this could have been avoided by him just telling his girlfriend, like, oh, I'm having, like, my friends over tonight. Like, we can't hang out tonight. I'm doing a game night with some of my old buds.
Yeah, or if he invites her, she'll have to actually be a part of it.
Yeah.
Not just, like, in the corner in another room.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What in the world?
I would feel awful, like, in any sort of social setting, like, inviting someone who can't participate in what we're doing.
It's more common than we probably realize. Like, I've seen a lot of stuff of people who, like, just their partner is just gaming while they're just, like, there. And it's like, it seems like a sad time. Doesn't seem fun.
Okay, listen.
You turned into Robert De Niro, right?
Oh, God. Okay. I will speak as someone who I've had many men be upset about how much I game.
Oh my God. Okay. This is important perspective. I love this.
Okay.
But listen, For starters, there's a time and place. And secondly, there have been instances, for example, where maybe I'm just so focused on gaming, I lose track of time. I don't answer someone within an appropriate time period. I go MIA in the middle of a conversation. But when they tell me, hey, that made me feel this type of way, I say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was locked in. My bad. And it's not that hard to say. Also, you put yourself in someone else's shoes, that wouldn't be too great. And there are some instances where it's not a big deal and some instances where it is. At the end of the day, I think most people can agree if they were in her shoes in that situation, they would not feel great. Honestly, she put up with so much. Me, I would have been pissed at just ordering food and none for me. I would have been done there.
The food would have been it for me too.
There's so much
you're never gonna see me
inconsideration.
again.
There's so much inconsideration within this. Like,
yes.
she was down for him to play games all night and for her to hang out and watch. He set this up horribly.
And even when she tells him, hey, I didn't feel too great, I didn't feel welcomed, what have you, just no validating her feelings, no trying to make her feel better. To me, that's the bigger issue. I can imagine someone really getting lost in a game night. Not great, but it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It's more so, hey, can we come back as a couple, get on the same page?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And feel like you care about my feelings.
Yeah.
So next time you'll be considerate of me when I'm there. I feel like it shouldn't have gone so south.
Absolutely.
I think it's odd that the next day he reached out as if nothing was wrong, nothing happened. When she, like, the last
Even the way she left.
Yeah, the last thing they said to each other was she was like, hey, like, what's going on? I'm getting tired. And he said, go to bed then. Like, it's
No,
like,
I don't think the gaming is not the problem in this story. It's his responses to everything.
His attitude.
That is the problem.
Just his lack of consideration, too.
For sure, because, like, I will watch people play video games all day. Like, I watched him play lots of video games. I watched you in the Among Us era. I watched so much of that. Like, I love that.
It can actually be fun to, like, sit behind someone while they're gaming, but, like, they should be letting you, and they should just treat you like you're actually there, not invisible.
I also think it's a very normal thing with couples where, like, a person has their hobby or something that's like, oh, I'm going to do this thing tonight, and I'm going to be doing this thing. And it's like, cool, like, do that thing while I do whatever. But if you order food, order food for everyone in the house. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's
I really think this story.
It's about the food, actually.
This story takes a completely different turn if it's like, oh, and he ordered food and he asked me what I wanted. It's like, truly, very different
Like,
story.
did he check on you at all?
Like, that's wild
because right
behavior.
before you said the food, I was like, did he even get up to piss? Like, what's happening?
Probably not.
And then when I hear he got up to order food and do all, like, that means he got up, got food from a delivery person, that acknowledged the delivery person more than he acknowledged his partner.
It's crazy.
What's up, Greg? Nice, man. Sick, dude. Keep doing your thing.
Keep doing pizza.
Keep doing pizza.
You do that pizza so good, Greg. He looks at her on the couch. Humph. Keeps on.
Yeah. Oh my God. Please, no.
Like I said, I'm confused. He invited her over. Like why,
for
why
an
invite her
occasion,
over?
right? The occasion was it's game night.
Yeah, that's what it made it sound like. I don't know, man. It's odd. The verdict, not the asshole.
I think it did end up being that they were all gaming online, but I think he only ordered food for himself.
Yeah.
I think that's what ended up happening.
Maybe he like ate with his friends. Like they all
I think they were
eating.
like, you know what actually makes sense? If they're playing a game like World of Warcraft, that they'd be like, oh, we're taking a break really quick.
Yes.
So
And
we're
then
all
all
ordering
eating at the same
food
time.
because we can't
Yes. So we
can't
can all
raid
start
while
at
we
the same
eat.
Yeah, and say World of Warcraft grace. Say grace.
It is a thing. When you play World of Warcraft, you do have to pray before every raid.
Or
At least my
And
guild would
that's
do
how it
that. I
does
don't know if that's
better.
normal. Comments, not the asshole. He wants an on-demand girlfriend to take care of him while he gives nothing. You deserve better. Someone said, not the asshole. If he wanted a boys-only gaming night, he should have been honest instead of inviting you over just to ignore you. You're his partner, not background furniture. You did the right thing leaving, and you're right to question if this is the kind of relationship you want long-term. Someone said, this isn't even how you treat a guest. His guests got food to eat. I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't some dumb TikTok dare. How long will my girlfriend sit in the living room whilst I game with my buddies and get takeaway?
That honestly, like my brain went there because Reddit is so messed up sometimes. And like, it's just, I was like, maybe he's putting it like, guys be doing tests on their girlfriends sometimes. It's so
Ew,
weird.
I hate that.
I know.
People do
Reddit's messed
tests.
up. I've heard too many stories on this dang couch. Pokey, I've heard so many dark
We're messed
things.
up.
You know too much, honey. You know
Help
too
me.
much.
We're messed up over here.
Your poor brain.
Last comment said, not the asshole. By chill girlfriend, he means a girlfriend that doesn't make any demands of him or nag, as you said. A chill girlfriend sits there, hungry, silent, and alone, waiting patiently for him because he might have a moment for her. It doesn't get better, by the way. He's old enough to know what his plans for an evening/night are, and if he wants to game into the wee hours with his friends, he should be adult enough to say, I've made plans with my friends to game, so how about we get together another night? And do that. Having you waiting in the other room feels like he was having you on standby in case he had a girlfriend-fulfilling need.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I will say, like, everything was sort of salvageable until they had a conversation and he still didn't care. That I
Right.
can't understand.
Right.
agree.
I cannot.
I agree.
Right.
The response, I feel like there's never been a time where I've heard a boyfriend say that their girlfriend's being over dramatic, and it's
And it goes well.
and it goes well.
I guess I'm too dramatic for you. And then I dramatically leave.
And that's how you do it. And that's how it's done.
All right, there is no update because this was posted yesterday as of us
Next
reading
time.
this. So this
Let's-
happened last night.
That's so sad.
night.
People are playing World of Warcraft right now,
Round two.
which still shocks
What are we
me.
doing about it?
Still shocks me.
Yeah.